Scared Spliff podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Cecil Queef telling y'all to check out YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. They got movies, short filmers, webisodes, videos, all for fee, horror, comedy, they scratch your itch, spelled with a PH. That's YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. Check it.
So I'm in shackles and I'm completely
Yeah.
They strip me.
You are out
Clothing.
about your day,
Yeah.
doing whatever,
And
and you get knocked out by
Yeah.
someone, and then when you wake up and tied down to a bed or with
that's
fucking.
every fraternity party I've ever been to. And when I wake up, I go, Travis, just get the key and let me out. Come on, it's not that funny that much anymore. And that's all it. That's just how I deal with it. And he goes, okay. And I don't know. Then I go home with my shoes in my hand.
Yeah,
We'll be right back.
And then I call, and then I say, "What's up?" And I call my friend Gil,
The witness protection program.
and then I say, "Gil, where'd you put that one thing?" And he said, "I put it in your butt." And I was like, "Okay."
Cause
Yeah, but obviously it's really quiet because I was the only one that shot that episode. So yeah, I'm kind of like ruining this for myself.
You know what? They used to do that, Shanghai people to work on the ships.
People who work on the ships.
Yeah,
Oh,
pirates,
what?
or is it, they'd Shanghai them. And they ended up, knock them out. They would
I always thought that
drag
meant
'em.
something Jackie Chan made up.
Yeah,
Now
they
you
got
Project
extra cans on the ship, and then they would wake up and out at sea. They could unshackle them, and what do you do?
Nowadays you do a contract and you play keyboard in a band for 6 months and make you sanitize doorknobs at 6 in the morning. Totally the truth.
And they promise you adventure, but all the adventure you're seeing is through that one window that you're cleaning the dishes through.
We don't have this is so a bitchy moany thing to say, but we don't have
Windows?
a portal, like a porthole in our cabin.
Oh wow, that sucks.
You just
You're just in the bowels of
Yeah.
the ship.
you have half a dorm room with your like a bunkmate.
Yeah, there should be one right there, and yeah, and then okay,
Everyone
so obviously
listening, cruise ship industry is evil.
yes.
They're fucking evil. Just go somewhere else.
If
Go to Ukiah. What's it called?
Ukiah.
Ukiah.
Go to Ukiah, go to Santa Rosa, go to fucking Portland even, for fuck's sakes. But don't go on a cruise ship. And if you're going to go on a cruise ship, make sure that person is actually enjoying themselves.
My friend worked on one. She said it sucked.
Was she activity staff or what did she do?
Activity staff.
I called it.
She said that she did some crazy hours.
Yeah.
That's insane. And
Activity
basically,
staff, they work
it's
them
human
ragged.
slavery, man.
Yeah.
That you're actually signed into.
That they-
It's
You know,
pay jail.
Yeah.
It's pay jail.
But somehow people still make it.
And then when you get to the ports, they go, all right, you get 5 minutes in Miami. All right, come back. And now set up the...
Hey, have you done it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That
I-
explains a lot.
I'm a band musician in bands on
Really?
ships. Yeah. And then the good news is, it's not good news, but it's the news is,
Yeah.
if you don't drink your paycheck, then you have it all when you're done. Because it's free room and board and like that.
So what are the temptations that one might want to spend on a cruise ship? Please, I would like to know.
Temptations? Guests?
Well,
Which
okay.
according to the rules is not allowed.
Well, I
But,
mean, like, how tempting is it to not have sex with a guest in your quarters or
Good
in their
question.
quarters?
It depends how much you need the gig. Which, like,
What if it's okay? What if it's a single cougar? She doesn't have a husband. She has kids, but like
No,
obviously she's
I say go to the source.
Of course that's tempting. But for me personally, if I'm there, if I'm doing that shit ass pay jail gig, I'm there to make the money and get the fuck out, and I'm not like gonna derail that because Helen wants to go back to 357 and bang.
Take her pleasure with you.
You just be like, just stand there. I'll just mind fuck you.
You can go back to my cabin.
All
No, it's
right.
not worth it because like you're there to get the money and get the fuck out. It's, for me personally, that's
So-
nice. Some people do. There will be like individual like piano bar entertainers who want to get fired, and so they're like, hey, you know, Michelle, let's go upstairs, and then they have to face the management board when it gets caught on surveillance of him going into the room of the guest, and then they go, you're fired. And he goes, whatevs, and then that's it. And he wins.
All right.
He takes his money and
Okay, so that's episode 1 run.
It's a bonus.
Now, jumping to episode 2. In nomine Satanas Infernalis, which means in the name of Satan Inferno. So basically that episode has to do with what a person would do if they find a spirit board and they're going through a bunch of shit and they decide to take the easy way out. Really basic storyline, really basic shit. So what would you guys do if you guys found some type of device that you magically were able to summon up this power or entity that said, I will grant you all these wishes, or you tell me what you want and I will make it happen, without you considering the consequences, because obviously you're in dire need. And we have all been in dire need of either we lose a job or we break up with some fucking dumb bitch, and or some stupid fucking bullshit's going down in our lives that we're just easily we yell at God and we're like, you motherfucker, like God fucking damn it, you know. So what would you guys do if you guys found something that was like, you know what, here's the key to the kingdom of your desires?
I would invoke Satan to put the cruise ship industry out of business.
Burn those fuckers down.
If he's not already working for them in the first place.
Oh, he might be, probably.
That would explain the whole
Not
thing.
Lucifer, but probably Satan, yeah.
Wait, what's... I don't know the difference. They're different?
It's a whole nother topic, but yeah, there's a difference between Lucifer, Satan, and Satan.
It's the difference between same as the difference between Michael Gross and Alan Thicke. If you don't... you kids, you got no culture.
I met... No, hold on. I met Michael Gross.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he is.
He seems like he is, because if he does all 9 Tremors movies, then he's probably pretty nice.
I sold him
Good
popcorn
sport.
and soda, actually.
And you recognize them, and oh yeah, because he still looks like him. He still looks the same as.
He's well preserved.
Yay, Michael Gross.
He sold his soul to the devil. That's why.
Yeah.
He kept his youth.
Oh, dude.
I have a story that I believe, and you probably heard this story before, that the original Rolling Stones founding member,
Mick Jagger.
he was one of them, but
Keith Richards.
No, the one that they sacrifice, either Lucifer or Satan or Angel Morningstar or whatever.
There was a Rolling Stones that they killed.
No, that's my theory.
Pete Best.
No.
Almost. Carlene gave me a look.
Okay, I need to hear it. Well, whatever, yeah. So basically they sacrificed one of their members to get fame.
Because he got kicked out of the band, like pretty much in the 60s, late 60s. They did an album. They did a film called Rolling Stones Big Top Circus, and they had The Who. They
That
had,
sounds like such a ripoff of Sgt. Pepper. What the fuck is that?
They had John Lennon and Yoko Ono and their plastic, those guys. But anyway, point being, he got kicked off right after that because he was just a fucking heavy drug user.
He was their million.
And he didn't know how to write. So at this time, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger met, and they wrote Ruby Tuesday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when their whole writing gig started, and pushed this gentleman out. I can't believe I fucking forgot his name because I'm high.
Yay!
Spliff!
He got kicked. Yeah, he got kicked out, and he couldn't get work. He was just fucked up, and he was at his pool. He's still rich. He had some dudes over there repairing his pool or his house, if I'm not mistaken at the time. It was somewhere in London. Apparently, he drowned. And they were saying that he OD'd or I think choked on his vomit, one of those two things. But point being, I have a theory that there was foul play, and some police officer says that there was a possibility that these guys were fucking around with them, like just because they're like jock-like, and I guess he was a broken down boozer, and people just started fucking with him. They were saying that probably the people that were working at the house were part of that. They couldn't really connect it, but it was a theory, and it was a strong theory. Just didn't hold up. So my theory is, because of that, I think Mick Jagger, because these fuckers are still performing today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
And they're good. I have a theory that they made a pact with the devil and they sacrificed this fucker.
But
Well, I mean, like you have.
yoga.
Well, I mean, like you.
It's not always a deal with the devil.
Well, I mean, no, not always. I mean, but there is the actual, like folk tale of, like blues musicians being able to go to the crossroads and summon up a
Yeah.
fucking crossroads
Thank
demon,
you.
and like what's his name?
Charlie Musselwhite.
Dude, this sucks.
Bobby Blue Bland.
No,
I did a
Billy-
story about
Coco
that.
Taylor.
no,
Billy
old,
Bob Thornton.
way old,
B.B. King.
older.
Robert Cray? No. Robert Johnson?
Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson.
Oh yes.
Basically, he would all his songs talk about it. There's a hellhound on my trail. He's always talking about it.
Did
how-
He's always
Yeah.
like hiding
get
in
shot?
plain sight.
I don't know.
I made a
killed.
deal with the
But, like,
devil.
He got shot.
There's
My
there's a
career
there's a
of
picture
music.
there's a picture that they took, and obviously like us as filmmakers and knowing film and everything, we could obviously tell the difference between a fake Photoshop film and an actual like well developed film. There's a picture of Robert Johnson like a photograph, and there's a fucking black shadow next to him.
Is that the famous one that he's with the guitar?
Yeah, it was a guitar. Yeah,
That was like one of the only shots they got of him, I think.
yeah. So it's like
That was it, I think. Yeah.
yes, and you mean for the people that don't fucking believe me.
That stuff is eerie stuff.
For all the skeptics people out there and shit, like just go out and do it. Like literally, go out and do it yourself.
It was a Slender Man.
Yeah, like I mean, you don't believe something, fuck it. Do your own fucking research. Go try the fucking ritual out. Go do
I
it yourself.
appreciate this Grammy so much. I thank Satan, the Dark Lord. He is all that is infernal and beautiful. Good
Do that
night,
in a Jagger.
Yeah, like just be
That's my
careful.
theory.
Yeah, just be careful what you wish
Thank you.
for. Like that's the
Yeah.
only thing. Like, cause like nobody's gonna say that to not do something. Just because you're gonna fucking eventually do it. But obviously, like, be careful what you wish for. And I personally believe that you can go and summon the crossroads demon and do that because that's basically a pact. But my belief system is not something of making pacts with anything because you don't really need to. If you believe that you have to make a pact with any type of entity whatsoever, that is not correct at all. Because nobody owns your soul besides you.
The boy band deal with Satan is you get one debut album, one Christmas album, a lifetime of reunion tours, and then you go to hell. That's what.
Not before you start acting like Harry Styles.
Wait, I've heard the name, but
Who
I
the
don't
fuck
know.
is Harry Styles?
Like I've heard people
Boy
drop
band.
the name, but I'm so out of touch.
He's
I don't even
gone
know.
Solo.
Yeah, exactly. Proving the theory about
Or Lance Bass.
what you just said.
Oh, so he did it.
He's
He
gone
did.
solo.
He did a Timberlake.
Not only did he do Timberlake, he made a movie to do a Timberlake. He was in Dunkirk.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh,
Which
dude.
I heard it's good.
He
I don't
is.
know.
He's totally Timberlaking, like doing like a movie thing now.
Yeah,
Timberlake
he
did
was,
the-
you know, and I know
Well,
you don't.
Timberlake he went
I
solo.
know you don't like what's his name, Jimmy Fallon. He
Yeah.
hosted SNL, and Styles was on there.
Ah.
And they do
Yeah,
Jaeger shots
That was,
together off of
was
Lindsay
I don't
Lohan's
know how
back.
many was it last
Whoa.
month? or
Whoa. You guys want to know something really trippy? Okay.
Okay.
So basically, like, back to what we were doing. We shot this last episode of the Cold Killer Files running the continuation of the first episode. And I'm not really going to reveal what we really did because I don't want to not make people view the fucking
We
episode.
kind of did earlier.
Well,
But
whatever.
Spliff.
Anyways, Alfred, one of our
Ace in the
other...
Hole is, the audience is
Yeah.
stoned, so and there's 9 of them, so they won't know.
Basically, Alfred, who was part of this...
He was in the cast.
Yeah, he's in the
Yeah,
cast, and he's
gone.
basically one of the key ingredients in one of the special effects scenes in the episode, and he's not coming because he said he's been vomiting out of his mouth and ass, and that he feels very anxious and
Well, then
nervous.
half of that's not vomiting, not to be a.
Well,
semantic
I'm just saying, like, it just
Coming
made.
out of both ends.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's just really weird because it's just like, dude, like,
I'm reverse Chinese
Yeah.
finger trapping,
What did
dude.
he eat?
yeah, like what did he eat? But at the same time, it's like if you really want to be like, ooh, oogie boogie spooky, it's like the shit that we were.
That happened to me.
Yeah, like the same.
Like, stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be oogie boogie spooky about it and shit, it's like some of the stuff that we do with our episodes, and like that's why we're talking about it. And it's good that we're all here. And I've always told my cast and my crew, is that I try my best to get as close as possible to the truth. You know, we try to use, you know, like.
Hey everybody, this is Cecil Queef telling y'all to check out YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. They got movies, short filmers, webisodes, videos, all for fee, horror, comedy, they scratch your itch, spelled with a PH. That's YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. Sucking on a dick.
Real imagery, we try to use real chants, we try to use real rituals or mocking into it.
Real stunt people who are actors, who are stunt people.
Yeah. And then real people that actually believe in it. So there's a lot of times that I want to get as close as possible to the truth behind something to be able to capture that essence of that fear. So who knows, maybe he did eat something nasty and caused him to start puking his ass out.
Well, there's a very practical reason. There's a very non-boogie reason which I'm not going to say in the podcast episode because it would kind of spoil the episode a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's totally a reason that he might be ill today as a result of.
No, yeah,
of
totally.
Which, by the way, in which case, the bathroom. This is totally a heartless bottom line thing to say, but I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck. On the other side of the hallway is the bathroom. We can do a take. He can go there and vomit shit into the sink toilet, and then come back, and we can do it like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it's up to him. So I told him, obviously, like he needs to take care of himself first. Safety's first. And, you know, you come first. So if he can't come, he can't come. And that doesn't mean like, oh my God, the production's over, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, fuck no. We have Gil here. He's in makeup. You just need to put, you know, you're basically in makeup as well. You're like, your wardrobe.
In wardrobe.
Yeah, so all we need to go do is just go in there.
Better be doing it.
Yeah. So you just need to go in there.
Yeah,
you just need to go in there and light it up. And that's it, you know? So basically, if we want to do that, we should probably do that real soon. So
it would mean a little less coverage than anticipated. If
yeah, it would. Yeah,
I guess you're saying.
Yeah, it'll basically be less coverage. Yeah, so we'll basically like wait.
We still have cool coverage of him from yesterday.
Yeah, we'll wait like 10 more minutes so that makeup could nicely dry and everything. Or is that good? Is it ready to go?
Not just yet.
Okay, not just yet. Okay.
It's still not sticking, but it's getting there. It's definitely close.
All right, cool. So
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go grab a butt before we start shooting. That way it'll get even drier.
All right, so we're gonna keep rolling this before, and we're gonna stop it until we start. So basically, we're gonna go back to what we were doing. All right, so we were talking about the Coca File episodes, and we left off as episode 2 with what would you guys do if you found a device that would somehow make you guys wish and your dreams would come true.
Like a genie bottle.
Yeah, a genie bottle or a magic shoe, a magic dildo that you rub and it squirts out fucking, you know, magic essence of power. I don't know.
Are you saying that this person gets 3 wishes?
You know what? Infinite. I'm going.
Whatever you want.
Like,
wow.
Given that it's infinite.
I want world peace.
Yeah,
world peace. Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I always wonder what the monkey's paw twist though would be of like, if you have world peace, then whatever.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
But what would the monkey? What would the monkey paw ask the tit for the tat?
The best answer I have is there would be, like, for example, the movie The Producers. There would be no The Producers because there would have been no Hitler and would have been no World War II. So not in the form we know it. Because assuming world peace started earlier, or there never was, you know what I mean? Also, like, I'm not condoning whatever the opposite of peace is. I'm not condoning strife and war and such. But then we wouldn't appreciate. I don't know. This is a dumb road to go down. Like, I'm defending.
Take it.
War. Like, I fucking hate war. I think it's dumb and we shouldn't do it. I think it's stupid. But like. And the only reason we do it is because, well, then the other side is gonna war us. Like, but
Continue with your thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there would be no The Producers, which I don't know. Maybe it would be worth it. We'd still have Young Frankenstein if we're talking about just Mel Brooks stuff. But that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do on the spot in terms of what the downside would be.
To Be or Not to Be is one of my favorites too.
Like of there being world peace.
No, but there was world peace, so
Yeah.
that was showed like in Italy
It's what is
during the
really.
Renaissance. I mean, it flourished.
Have
The
you
arts
ever watched
flourished.
The Graduate?
Oh,
The Graduate?
so there was like
There
things were
is a
still really
Dustin
cool.
Hoffman's,
Yeah.
super
Okay.
star.
That's why it flourished.
Yeah.
Okay, then
That's
Because
sick.
there was
It's
peace.
about
World peace is
and
worth-
people,
College graduate.
and they
That's why it's called The Graduate.
creative.
Who comes back
Yeah.
and has
Ooh.
an affair
was
with
thriving.
his
Okay.
Oh, and you still could.
who's older.
You could still like tell
Officially,
stories
it's the
about
cougar.
strife and
Yeah.
That's where I
war if you
started.
wanted to.
But
Oh, yeah.
Like you can just, but it would then be
what's my point?
fictional.
Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
you were telling me about it because of that
The
movie
worst I
that
can
mentions
imagine
the Mel Brooks movie.
is that people
Well,
would then try to
that's his
outlaw,
She's the
stories
famous
about
Mrs. Robinson
war.
and Bancroft.
and then they would go,
And
well,
she's
does
in
this
the
story
film-
need
she's
conflict?
in,
And it's like, well, a story
Figure It
is
Out.
conflict.
There's like two conversations
that's
going
cool.
on,
Yeah,
and the
Mine
podcast
is
is
better.
the podcast is picking up two
Really?
conversations.
Well, no, I
So
love Mel Brooks, but wait. Okay.
all right, the podcast is picking up two
No,
conversations.
I want to hear theirs. Like,
Yeah,
I
so,
want to hear
like-
what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
The last thing I
Mel
heard was-
Brooks.
Well, we
Gabby
already
said I
talked-
love Mel Brooks, but what's I
My
want to
question
hear
to
what-
Gabby was, what are her influences in film? Because it seems I just discovered that you directed an episode, right? For the Cold Case Files.
Oh.
Yeah,
And-
we're
and
getting
wrote it.
yeah, we're getting to that episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you told me Oscar that it was good.
It is.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
It's our
as well.
highest. It's our highest clicked episode. Number
It's our
3.
girl power episode basically. And we're, like so since we're talking about it now, first like we left off in episode 2 in the name of Satan. Now we're going to episode 3, Strayed. So Strayed basically is about two women that are badasses that they decide to pick up a hitchhiker on the side of the road. Now
Again, this is so you don't have to watch it. We're just going to tell you.
we're not gonna tell you what happens because
I'm
you have
gonna
to
watch
watch
it
it.
anyway.
You have to watch it in
Right.
order to see what the fuck happens in the episode because this is really like the episode. This is the episode that's up right now that, for me personally, is my favorite. So I'm not really gonna tell you what the fuck happens in that fucking episode. I'm just gonna say, in order for me to lay out the question, in order for you guys to actually ask, and for anybody listening that actually wants to answer these questions themselves, you can email us at scarespliffpodcast@gmail.com. So the question is, what would you guys do if you saw a hitchhiker on the side of the road in the middle of the night?
Drive on by.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, it depends. I mean, if they look like they're in a state where they need help, obviously, like human nature, you're kind of like, oh, what's going on? Like, are they okay? You know, like maybe like, you know, roll down your window a little bit and be like, you need like help? Like, do you want me to like, you know, because obviously you learn like, you don't just like pick them up. You go get help and then you come back. You know, because like you don't want to get hurt yourself. You know, because then nobody's gonna get.
And
help.
they could be a con artist with a leg with corn syrup on it, and they're
And
gonna
you end
beat
up on
you
the-
up and take your wallet.
And you end up on the back of the
But yeah,
car.
you said it, Gabby. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't pick them up, but you call 911, and then the whoever the 911 people are who can deal with whatever their bullshit is can figure out do they really need help? Are they for real? Or yeah.
You're
And
saying
that-
call 911 on your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess.
You
Yeah.
see how
Yeah.
technology has changed everything?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that is true because this happened to a friend of mine, a classmate of mine, years and years ago. They were on the rim of the world. That's up in the mountains.
Okay.
And there was a hitchhiker. I don't even know if you would call it a hitchhiker, but someone ran up to him when he was in the car driving up, and it was one of those foggy days,
Right.
nights, and they reached over and he was all bloody.
What?
And this is before cell phones, so the things it scared the crap out of him, and then he drove off and sped off.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure. So if you don't know if it catches you by surprise,
Totally became John Carpenter right there. That
Yeah, that's true.
So it depends on what state of mind are you when you're actually driving the car.
Yeah.
What is the environment like? Is it a foggy, night, cold night?
Mm-hmm. What if it's during the day? Like, would that even make a difference in your head?
Yes, because
like,
that's when the most fucked up shit happens.
It might a little bit.
You know, like
Last
it's
house
during
on the
day,
left.
You know, like they just maybe
That is
Yeah,
their
right?
their car is down the road and they're walking to get
Wes
help. You know,
Craven.
like you don't know their situation. Maybe they don't
Right.
have a
Bellissimo.
phone. You know, maybe they're from that town.
And
you
it's
know.
helpful for the cell phone nowadays.
So I don't know, like
it is.
it's you can use your imagination as far as like the different scenarios that you'd be in, where you could be vulnerable to somebody who's
because I mean, even if it's a woman, it's not like a fucking porno where like she's gonna like suck you off as soon as she gets in the car for the favor or anything. Maybe that's like the most dangerous individuals that you would probably pick up.
Which brings me to that one.
Oscar, you're just creating porn for yourself. Wait, I'm not trying to.
I'm just trying to keep it real, man. You know, like if I see a hitchhiker in the street and if it's a guy and he looks like if I could help him, obviously like I would try my best to just pull over and be like, you need some help or whatever. But that's just like if I was alone. But if I was, obviously with like Gabby or with my kid and shit, like I would do the whole thing of like calling the cops.
But where did the dick sucking come in? That's what we're
it's like
about.
Just you're driving along and suddenly there's a 29-year-old Romanian girl with dyed green hair and you're like, hey, come on in, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to like be funny, I guess.
I enjoyed it.
Because I mean, even if I would see a woman in the side of the road and I'm like single or whatever and I'm driving home and shit, I still wouldn't pull over and be like,
Shirt by Survival.
Yeah, I mean, I love that kind of.
It's a commercial.
I always hated. Growing up, I always hated that fucking guy for not taking the commercial, for not taking the ride. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like that chick is hot. But when I got older, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like if that bitch is like that easy to pull over and offer any guy a ride, it's like how many guys has she not let ride her?
Oh yeah, there's no need to let hypothetical locker room peer pressure put you in a situation where you're compromised or yeah.
Yeah, I guess,
yeah.
It sounds sketchy. Like, wait a second, why? Something's going on. Like, what is her angle?
There's your version. There's
it's
my
like
version.
The mermaid,
and there's the truth.
Yes.
Suck you in
and they shipwreck you. That's what they. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even like back then would be like, it used to be a thing where you would literally hitchhike. Like that was the typical thing.
People could
do
it.
But then murder and the rape and the whatnot. So
I mean,
no more of that.
You picked up a hitchhiker?
I was in high school. No lie.
How was that? Tell us about that.
So the backdrop of the story is I was 16 and I was dating someone older than me by like 1 year. But she was she was a senior. I was a sophomore. Anyway, point being, me being young, I was going through issues with her and she was cheating on me, which I didn't know at the time. So we ended up going to visit her older sister in Pace University in New York City. And I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's like the northern part of New York. It's basically, wintertime sucks. It's very, very high. It's cold. Fucking snow up to here.
Yep.
We went there. It wasn't that way. But I had a fight with my girlfriend because I was young, still green behind the ears, and not knowing, I took off like a little bitch. I left because I was pissed off. I was the Scarlett O'Hara on this issue. That's what happened. Seriously, I was it. Philly done. But anyway, so I went and I said, fuck this, I'm out of here. And I took off. I jumped over railings. It was snowy. It was fucking cold. I didn't give a shit. You're young and stupid. And then I said, how am I going to get the fuck back home? It's like, fuck this. So I actually didn't care. I was all dramatic and traumatized, and I started hitchhiking. And one guy stopped, and he looked really fucking weird and creepy. And then I just said, nah. He said, yes. You want to jump in or what? I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. It's just a feeling. Thanks. And he left.
Oh, my God.
I got a seat cushion in the passenger seat.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And then I walked a couple of miles, and then I saw someone, and it was a pickup truck. Go figure. They ended up being my so-called angels to hanging on the brink of being on the back of a milk carton.
That's it.
That will work.
That could have happened.
See, like, I had an experience like that, but I was in the other, like, it was kind of like different. I was walking home from the Black Castle. Me and my brother had just recently played a show at the Black Castle, which is on Manchester in Vermont. Okay. It's like South Central. Mm-hmm. We walked all the way from Manchester to Slauson. Mm-hmm. So like on Vermont, we walked like that, and then we walked from there. We were gonna walk down from Slauson all the way to Maywood, because we live in Maywood.
Oh,
that's so we did that, and then when we were walking down Slauson, it was like 2 in the morning or something like that. Some fucking guy in a pickup truck pulls over on the side, and he's like, "Do you guys need a ride?" And like, "Come on, I'll give you guys a ride." And then me and my little brother were like, dude, like, what the like, we're looking around like, wait, like, is there a girl behind us or something? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, come on, like,
you
guys want to get in the car?
You can't be inviting us.
And like, at first I was like,
We
well,
got some candy.
at first I was like, well, it's a guy.
Hey everybody, this is Cecil Queef telling y'all to check out YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. They got movies, short filmers, webisodes, videos, all for fee, horror, comedy, they scratch your itch, spelled with a PH. That's YouTube channel Phobophobia Productions. Check it.